Hey guys, welcome back to The Beginning. It's day number 7, the last day of our 7-day beginner program. I hope you have enjoyed the classes so far and hope you still have energy for your first Vinyasa Flow today. Today we start in a standing position, so not seated as usual. Just come into, maybe hip distance apart of your feet in a standing position. Roll your shoulders up, back, and relax them. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes. Also in a standing position, you can take 5 deep breaths before you start. Try to become aware of your connection to the ground, to your mat. Maybe shift your weight a little bit forward, pressing your toes into the mat and leaning back, pressing the heels into the mat. Deep abdominal breathing through your nose. Last deep inhale. And fully exhale. Open your eyes, interlace your fingers, and start warming up your wrists. Today, really important because we will do some vinyasas. I don't want to scare you, but it will be fun. Don't be afraid. So just a little bit circling of your wrists, both directions, and then open the arms to the left and to the right. And move them forward and backward. Make sure that you have enough space, not like me. So you're not smashing your head or your hands against something. Your head would even be worse. Just forward and backward, warming up the pectoralis, your chest muscles. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms up. And the same. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll your shoulders back 3 times and 3 times to the front. And now we start with a warm-up. We will repeat some things we already have done together. So we will do Hatha Sun Salutation 1 round, Surya Namaskar B 1 round, and then we'll start with the flow 2 rounds. All right? Let's go. Starting on top of the mat, you decide if your feet are together or slightly apart. Just make sure you have a good standing stability, mountain pose. On the inhale, rotate the hands to the sides, arms up, gaze to your hands. On the exhale, fold forward. Keep your legs straight. With the next inhale, step the right foot back, make a big step, lower the right knee down. If you want, untuck your toes. Check that your left knee is over the ankle. On the inhale, lift your arms up, and on the exhale, move your hips down and forward. So you remember this low lunge position. Check that your left knee is over the ankle, not like this, otherwise shift your left foot a little bit more forward. Really straighten the arms. Inhale, arms even higher. On the exhale, try to sink your hips a little bit lower. 1 more breath. And place both hands on the mat. Step back into your plank. Holding here for 5, 4, shoulders in line with your wrist. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lean a little bit forward. And on the exhale, with your knees or without, slowly lower down. And try not to drop your hips. So try to touch the mat with your chest first. Untuck your toes, press them into the mat, hands beside your chest, elbows to your body. In the first round, we will just do a low cobra. So on the inhale, lift your chest. Staying here, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower down. Push yourself back into a child's pose and find your first downward facing dog. If you want, you can walk your dog or you can find stillness. Whatever feels good to you. Your hands in shoulder distance, your feet in hip distance. And if something or if anything is not clear to you in this 7th day, now my English is really bad. If something is not clear on the last day, then just go back to day 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever you need, and come back to day 7. Don't force anything. Don't put pressure on yourself. And maybe you even keep practicing with me every day. This would be, amazing if we see each other every day on the mat. So only because the program ends, your journey of yoga should not end. It should actually start. That's the idea of the program. With the next inhale, step the right foot between your hands. Lower the left knee down. Untuck the toes if you want. Inhale, lift your arms up. On the exhale, move your hips down and forward. Again, low lunge. If it's uncomfortable for your knee, remember you can always roll the mat or put a blanket or bolster underneath. Focus on your breathing. 2 more breaths. Straighten the arms more. Sink your hips deeper. 1 more breath. On the exhale, place both hands on the mat. Tuck the left toes. Lift your knee. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, step into your forward fold. On the inhale, slightly bend your knees. Arms up to the sides. Gaze to your head. And exhale, hands to your heart center. Great job. Hatha, sun salutation. Good for your hips and your spine. All right, round number 2, Surya Namaskar sun salutation. I prefer to keep my feet a little bit open because it's more comfortable for Utkatasana chair pose, if Utkatasana can be comfortable in any way. So bend your knees, lift your arms up, chair pose. Check the alignment of your feet, so the feet and the knees are facing in the same directions and are parallel. Arms up, holding here, 5, 4, 3, 2. Deep inhale and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Make sure that your lower back is straight. On the exhale, hands on the mat. Step back, holding into your plank. You don't have to hold it if you're doing this by yourself, but I think it's good to build strength and also to build awareness in the pose. So it's not a downward facing dog. Make sure your shoulders are above your wrists. And then shift your weight forward with the help of your knees or without. Slowly lower down Chaturanga. Untuck your toes. You could again do a low cobra or maybe coming into a cobra pose now, where your hips are still on the mat, not lifted. Roll your shoulders back, slightly look up. Inhale. On the exhale, from your child's pose into your downward facing dog. We won't stay long in this downward facing dog, so bring the feet together. Lift the right leg up on the inhale. On the exhale, step the right foot between your hands. Turn the left foot in if you want to come into warrior. If you want to stay in a high lunge, then stay on your left toes. On the inhale, rise up, warrior one. Make sure that your hips are facing forward, knee over the ankle, left foot 45 degrees and arms up. It's very important to repeat the cues and the so-called basics, even though this, it's not really basic, but it's good to always remember the cues to remind yourself where to face your hips, always to straighten your arms. We can do many mistakes in yoga, and the idea is to do something well for the body and not to harm ourselves. Inhale, straighten our arms more. On the exhale, hands on the mat. Step back, shift the weight forward, and do another vinyasa. Now, if you feel comfortable, you can do an upward facing dog where only your hands and your toes are on the mat. Still, really press the toes into the mat to engage the hamstrings, so your lower back is safe. Lift your chest, slightly look up, and then try to go straight into your downward facing dog without touching your knees to your mat. Great job, guys. Second round, or left side. Left leg up on the inhale. On the exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. You can also grab the foot, take it to the front, knee over the ankle. Option to turn the right foot in. On the inhale, rise up into Veerapadrasana Warrior One. Press the outside of the right foot into the mat. If you have the foot on the mat, if you're on your toes, then push the heel to the back. A little bit more wobbly if you're on your toes, but easier for your hips to face forward. Make sure that your knee is 90 degrees bent. On the inhale, straighten the arms even more. On the exhale, hands on the mat, step back, do another vinyasa. So shift your weight forward, slowly lower down. Tuck your toes, low cobra, cobra, or option number 3, upward facing dog. And on the exhale, either through child's pose or straight into your down dog. And then bring the feet together, bend your knees, and try to maybe hop in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, fold forward. And then like brushing your mat, bend your knees, lift your arms up, chair pose for 5, 4, check your knees, parallel, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten your legs, hands to your heart. So this was Surya Namaskar B, and now we're starting with your first flow. I hope you are as excited as I am, starting on top of the mat with your feet in hip distance. Inhale, bend your knees, lift your arms up, chair pose. Exhale, straighten the legs, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on the mat, step back. You can decide if you go straight into a downward facing dog or if you want to do another vinyasa. So sometimes the teacher is giving you options if you want to do the vinyasa or not. Upward facing dog or cobra, and we all meet in downward facing dog. Now bring the feet together, lift the right leg up and bend the right knee to open the hip. So try to bring the right heel close to your butt, but keep your arms parallel and your arms straight. Also your shoulders are parallel. If you want, you can gaze through the right armpit. It's really good to open the hip. We stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Close your hip again into this 3-legged dog, straightening the right leg. On the exhale, knee to your chest, and then slowly step the right foot in between your hands. Turn the left foot in along the parallel to the shoulder side of the mat. Left arm forward, and now we windmill up into Warrior 2. This is cool, right? So we do it one more time. The left arm goes forward, and once we have it straight up to the ceiling, we're opening the right arm as well, windmilling up into Warrior 2. You remember, knee over the ankle, hips parallel to the longer side of the mat, and arms in shoulder level. And from this asana, we will do the flow. So on the inhale, lean forward, turn the right palm up. On the exhale, reverse your warrior. So keep the right knee bent, left hand above or below your knee. No pressure on the knee. And the right arm goes either up to the ceiling or maybe even over your head to stretch the lateral side, the right side of your body. Keep the right knee bent. Keep the left leg straight, holding for 3, 2, and 1. Coming back into your Warrior 2, place the right forearm on the right thigh, and the left arm goes down, and starting to open up the hip to the longer side if the left hand is in the height of your shoulder. To open the shoulders, the chest, and the hips to the longer side. You could also just lift the arm over the head, but here you have the full range of motion and it allows you to open the chest and the hips even more. Left arm goes over your head to create one straight line with the extended leg, not up to the ceiling like in triangle pose. And then try to create length from your fingertips to the outside of your left foot. Press the outside into the mat, holding for 3. Keep breathing. 2, and 1. Inhale, come back to Warrior 2. Exhale, windmill your hands down into this sprinter, like you're about to start a 100-meter sprint. But instead, we will do another vinyasa. So step back, shift your weight forward, lower down chaturanga, maybe without touching the mat. Push yourself up, upward facing dog or cobra, and we all meet in downward facing dog. Nice job, guys. Now to the left. Bring the feet together. Lift the left leg up. Bend the left knee to open the hip. Keep pressing the palms into the mat, arms straight. And also the right heel pressing into the mat. If you want, you can gaze through the left armpit for 3, 2, and 1. Close your hips, 3-legged dog. Left leg straight. Knee to your chest. On the exhale, slowly step the left foot in between your hands. Turn the right foot parallel to the shortest side. Right arm forward, and then slowly windmill up, right arm over, opening the left, warrior two. We'll do this one more time. Come into the starting position. Right arm forward, windmill, full range of motion off your shoulders. Now opening the left arm, warrior two. Hips facing to the longest side. I will stay in this position so you also see it from the back side. Keep the right leg straight. Press the outside of the right foot into the mat. And whenever you're ready, we're starting with the reversed warrior. Inhale, lean forward. Turn the left palm up. Exhale, reverse. No pressure on the right knee. Left knee bends. Feel the stretch on the left side of your body. Holding for 5 breaths. Maybe even bring the arm over your head to deepen the asana. 3 more. Deep inhale. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Place the left forearm on the left thigh. Right arm goes down to the side and start opening the chest, creating one straight line in this side angle pose. In this asana, we would have more variations, but this is the, let's say, easiest one to start with. Just make sure you're really creating this one straight line for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, both hands on the mat. Step back and another vinyasa. Feel free to always skip it and to go straight into downward facing dog. But it's great for your spine and for your strength in your shoulders and your arms. In your downward facing dog, calm down your breath. One more deep inhale. Exhale, open the mouth, release. Bring the feet together, bend your knees. You can either step in between your hands or you can hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend your knees, bring your arms up, chair pose. And exhale, hands to your heart. Congratulations, guys. This was your first Vinyasa Flow. And now we'll try to move with 1 breath per movement, making it more liquid, more flowy, if this is even an English term, I'm not sure. But you know what I mean? We'll make it more, like a flow. I hope you enjoy it. If it's too fast, just press pause and do one more round where what we just did, doing it slowly, where we're holding the asanas for a little bit longer. Now we do 1 breath per movement. Starting here, inhale, bend your knees, lift your arms up, chair pose. Exhale, straighten your legs, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on the mat, step back. Shift your weight forward and lower down. Inhale, push yourself up into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up, open the hip. We stay here for just a breath. Inhale, straighten the leg again. Exhale, knee to your chest and step the right foot forward. Turn the left foot in, left arm forward. On the inhale, windmill up, warrior two. Exhale here. Inhale, lean forward, turn the right palm up. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, place the right hand on the forearm. And now, if it's a flow, you can just bring the arm over your head. Side angle pose. Inhale, back to warrior two. Windmill your hands down, step back, and do another vinyasa in your own pace. So inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side. Inhale, lift the left leg up, bend the left knee, open the hip. We stay for 1 breath. Inhale, straighten the leg, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to your chest, step forward. Turn the right foot in, right arm forward. Inhale, windmill up, warrior two. Exhale here. Inhale, lean forward, turn the left palm up. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Place the left forearm on the left thigh, right arm over your head, side angle pose. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale, both hands on the mat. Step back and do another vinyasa. So leaning forward, lower down on the exhale. Low cobra, cobra or upward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Always a great opportunity to slow down your breath in downward facing dog or to take a break. And then bring the feet together, bend your knees, jump or step in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, arms up, chair pose. And exhale, hands to your heart. So that was it, your first dynamic Vinyasa flow, moving with one breath per movement. You can be really proud of you that you've made it so far. 7 days practicing yoga with me. That's amazing. Thank you so much for joining this program, for allowing me to guide you through this yoga journey. I hope really you have enjoyed the practice. And what else should I say? Please, if you haven't already, now it's really time to subscribe. Maybe you could also tell a friend who always wanted to start with yoga about this free program. Share your practice on Instagram, tag me, whatever you want to do. Maybe leave a comment, tell me how the program was, how it changed your mind, your body, and keep practicing. That's the most important part of this program. This is not the end. It's called the beginning. So this is the beginning of your yoga journey. Feel free to message me on Instagram, and if you have any other video requests, just write a comment here. Really hope to make this channel grow as much as possible so I can travel around and meet you guys in person. Again, I can just say thank you. This was my first my first program here on YouTube ever. I just started this channel, so I'm also really happy. It is actually now the end of 2020 and the start of 2021. So I wish you a wonderful year. Make the best out of it. Try to stick with your practice. Never miss twice. And that's all I wanted to say. It's already much, right? So thank you, and see you again, hopefully tomorrow or maybe the day after tomorrow. You have earned one rest day. All right, peace.